this week, I have learned how to make a banner for my YouTube homepage, I suppose it is. I also watched a couple of videos that were really helpful and made me rethink how I'm going to take this channel forward. I no longer want to be some ditzy old girl on YouTube just meandering through a whole load of stuff that has happened in my life. As much as that might be amusing for some, and you might wonder how I've been so stupid all my life and not seen things coming. That said, this is a new thing for me, so I would like it much more interactive rather than just watching. So the other day, when I was feeling a bit poorly, I sat at my computer all day, having looked at the advice this lady gave me on her channel, and I redid a lot of my thumbnails using vidIQ. And I've redone that a couple of times already. Well, actually once. I've redone them already once, so this time I changed maybe a little bit of the wording, and then I thought about what my channel will be. So I downloaded not vidIQ, because I've already got that. I downloaded ChatGPT, and oh my goodness, this AI stuff is really clever. And when your brain is a little frazzled because it's got one of those stimulators in, sadly it doesn't stimulate me into being brilliant. But ChatGPT is an absolute game changer. If you're lost for words and you want something sort of erudite and really clever and sounding absolutely brilliant, then you just type in the sort of thing that you really would like to read and press the button, and blow me, within a couple of seconds, there you have an entire whole new blurb. I did it for the intro to my channel, the #1 Ladies Club, and it came up with something that I just generally wouldn't say. It was a bit too flowery and a bit too and all that sort of stuff. So I then replied less flowery, and it came up with something less flowery. I mean, who would have guessed? So I think that's going to be a game changer. I paid £59 on Apple, from the Apple app, and that is for the year. And frankly, I think it is well worth it for the amount of time it will save my brain from working through what I want to write. Anyway, that said, this last couple of weeks, I have not been in the best of health. I have been laid low by one thing or the other, and primarily the pain in my Achilles tendons. Thursday, I had the high volume injection into my Achilles tendons on the right side, which is the worst. And I have to say, it did nip a lot. It wasn't as bad as shockwave therapy, which is beyond excruciating, but it wasn't a walk in the park either. And afterwards, it just throbbed. I came home and I had my foot up, and I was told not to walk very much, and I've got these big boots that I wear, these orthopedic boots that you see people on the telly when they've had a foot injury, or they've had their foot in plaster and it's come out of plaster, and then they've got this great big massive boot. Well, I've got two of those because I've got two problems with my Achilles tendons. So I put that on, and it has been miserable since yesterday. I have to admit to being really, really fearful of having the injection, but I'm glad it's over. I've got another one next Wednesday on the left foot, on the left ankle. It's a little less painful today. It's not quite as swollen, so there you go. But that is the reason why I haven't, or one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded Can I Monetize My Channel week 6. So it's now 6 and 7 today. Since then, I have managed to get 7 new subscribers and lose one yesterday. I mean, 1 minute I say, oh, I've got 87 subscribers, and then as soon as I look, it's got down to 86. So I seem to gather a couple of subscribers, and then one drops out. So that is a little disheartening. However, I do keep on watching people, and they say, you know, I had very few subscribers. I only had 400 subscribers, and I think, oh, how I wish. And then they say, and then my video went viral, and, you know, I had 1,400 subscribers. Yes, that really was a thing I watched. 1,400 subscribers in a week, and I think, good Lord, if only that could happen. But it hasn't happened yet, and it's not for the want of trying. So I'm going to show you my stats. I still am not sure about what I'm looking at, but if the arrows are going up, then I am happy. However, at times they're sort of grey, which is nothing, and sometimes they're red, which is not very good. So don't let this put you off. You are going to be absolutely brilliant when you do it. Remember, I'm nearly 68, and, you know, my thinking powers clearly are limited, and I'm not everyone's cup of tea. So, and I might be a bit boring, you know, I don't talk fast enough. I think if you watch young people on YouTube, have you ever noticed how quickly they talk? And they must be using a script, but they don't say like I do. And I just wonder how they can read that fast without looking like they're reading, and how they can talk at that speed and not get a blooper. So I'm going to show you my stats, and hopefully you will be sitting there thinking, goodness, she's not done that well. I'll share her video on Facebook or something like that. I was sharing my videos on an app called Nextdoor. However, I found out that they regard them as spam. So, despite me contacting them and saying they're not spam, they're me, and they are different every week, there was no budging them. So now, if you have the possibility of being on Facebook and you fancy sharing one of my videos that is relevant or interest to you, then please do, because that would be great. That said, here are my stats, and I will see you on the other side. The last week, well, actually 2. So you can see that this is not particularly good. It's 67% less than the last time, the last week, and this is not very good either. I'm not doing particularly well. I did actually have 3 new subscribers, but then that one dropped out. So I've only got +2. I've yet to achieve the 1,400 in 1 week person's goal. Clearly, well, I don't know. Look, 158 views, which is 68% less than in the last 7 days, and impressions. Now, what are impressions? Let's see, impressions. How many times your video thumbnails were shown to viewers? Includes only impressions on YouTube. So, well, they just haven't been sharing them. They've shown them 73% less in the last 7 days than they did whenever they were thinking about doing it the last time. And only 3% then click through. And the average duration time is 8.18 seconds, 8 minutes 18 seconds. So clearly, for the rest of the time, I am just talking to the ether. But there you go. It doesn't look very, very encouraging, and I have to say that it is discouraging. But the more videos that you watch on YouTube, and the more people say they've gone through the same thing, then you start thinking, well, it can't just be me. Let's have a look. Let's shut her up. I'm going to change this video because I want to improve it, because that was my first video and I was completely rubbish. So I've redone this joining the Ultimate Ladies community thing. This is the stuff that I was telling you all about, that whoops, see, they're putting adverts on this bit. This is the bit that ChatGPT made for me. I mean, good grief, you know, it's just amazing. So, that said, I am going to change this video a bit later, and it'll be a new one. Hopefully much more engaging and not looking like I'm some frightened rabbit out of a burrow somewhere. I also used a ChatGPT thing for this bit as well. So we'll see. We'll see if this has any influence on if I get any more viewers. I mean, if it exploded, then good Lord, it would be wonderful. This is the banner that I made, and I am ridiculously pleased with that. But that said, let's carry on. Let's see. Where do I go? I want to sit. No, I don't want to go there. Gosh, that's a noisy bird, isn't it? I want to go there. I want to go there. And then I want... Where do you find your stats? Manage videos. Customization. Analytics, there we go. Well, there we go. VidIQ was saying that I was down, but clearly YouTube Studio is being a bit nicer to me. I've got 150 hours watch time and a bit, and I'm up 47 subscribers. That wasn't this week, that was in the last 28 days. So yes, that was the time when Linda T70 mentioned me, and then obviously you can see whoosh, goes up, and then it just sort of goes down here. So let's hope things improved. Let's have a look at this. Well, it's my top video is this one, you know, the one where I'm staring into the camera looking like a frightened rabbit. Probably that's just because it's its home page. And those are obviously up, which is much more encouraging. Anyway, that said, let's have a look. Content. Oh, impressions. 30.4 thousand. 14% more than the previous 28 days. Well, that's a good sign. And 1.5 thousand people viewed my videos. That's a good sign. But the average duration is still less than the 8 minutes that vidIQ gave me, and they're only saying I only get 5.53 minutes, which, well, you know, there we go. What do I do? Maybe I need to speak faster, like the young people. There we go. I don't know. Or make more interesting content, but frankly, I suppose you have to you just have to keep on doing what you're doing and seeing if you find your own tribe, if those people that just like you as a person, don't find you boring or old or nothing, find you. And a girlfriend of mine found me in her feed today, and she sent me a text and said, she sent me a screenshot and she said, "Oh no, darling, you're famous," which really made me laugh. Anyway, that's my stats for the last couple of weeks. It says here for the previous 28 days. I do hope it gives you some hope, and that you could do way better than I'm doing. I am still hoping and praying people start sharing my content on social media. Goodness knows why they might like to do that, but it would be a great thing. I keep on forgetting to ask people to like and share and ring a bell and, you know, do a jig and all that stuff. But I must get into that habit. Anyway, I'll see you in a moment. Well, at some point I will get to grips with these analytics. I know I show you them, but unless the arrows are all green, or God forbid all red or grey, that's the only bit that I really understand. So, you know, I suspect you understand them better than me, and that would be a good thing, because maybe you could tell me where I'm going wrong. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe, ring a bell. What's the other thing? Subscribe, ring a bell, and comment. And if you've got any tips, oh please share them. I would love you to share your comments, especially if you've got a YouTube channel yourself. I mean, that would be amazing. Any tips that you can give me, apart from put my head in a bag, would be well. Or maybe that would work. Who knew? That would be most welcome. So, and if you have been, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.